play, it looks like there's writing on it. Is it printed that way, or did you write?
I wrote it last year.
Nice.
So it's just basically I had a rough point in my season last year where it was kind of like, all right, I don't know really what to do. So I leaned more towards my fate, and so I started writing the Bible verse on my sleeve for every game that I played, and then on the inside is just a couple of memos to myself.
Nice. What's the most recent one you put on it?
Actually, a little kid wrote one on there. It was on Colossians 3:23, and it was a pretty good one. So I really appreciated that kid. But yeah, that was the reason.
What's it meant to you to kind of carry a tradition like that with you now through 2 seasons of your collegiate career?
What you mean by that? Like as in
Just
the arm sleeve?
Yeah, like what's the pride you take in it?
It's pretty big to me because I say it's more so of how I was raised, and so I feel like I'm representing my parents pretty well by doing that and showing the background that my mom raised me with. So it's pretty big.
When you kind of enter the portal, what was sort of the process of coming here?
So honestly, I was really close to committing to the University of Illinois, Chicago, and Skip had hit me up as I was on my visit. And this was a dream school of mine growing up, so when I got this opportunity, I wasn't second guessing. I said, hey, Pop, let's do it. I'm ready to go here. That was really that.
You played a lot of infield, just kind of, Coach mentioned that you being sort of like one for the outfield, that's something they want to do. What was sort of the reasoning for that, I guess?
I guess in a sense, when you look in the past, the past couple seasons that I started as an everyday infielder, my numbers wasn't the best, right? And I felt like I was a better and more electrifying player as an outfielder, and so I just wanted to get out there and have fun.
What about specific, like speed or arm strength? Like what makes you feel like you're more electrifying in the outfield?
Yeah, I would definitely say my speed. I have a solid arm, but I would say I'm more athletic. I'm more loose. I have more fun when I'm playing in the outfield. So, yeah.
When did that kind of approach you with that potential position change?
So that actually came about my freshman year. My freshman year of junior college, I played shortstop to start off. I was struggling a little bit. I got benched. And then I was like, you know what, let me try to figure out another way to get on the field. So I asked my coach if I could move to the outfield. And life was great out there, right? And so I just, stuck with that, and, here I am today.
What did you kind of make of your debut weekend?
I thought it was really cool. It was a great experience. Had a lot of fun with the guys. I love the fan base. I think I had a pretty solid, productive week. Things didn't fall as much as I wanted them to, but it's a part of the game.
You ever played in front of that many people?
Once against Arkansas last year, but I didn't have those people for me. It was against me, so yeah.
What is it like mentally, where to go from playing in a situation resource-wise where you were at to being ready to go somewhere else, and then a World Series team calls?
Yeah.
Like, that's a pretty big and dramatic shift.
Yeah, it is.
And then the resources around here and the expectations around here, like this is just a different, we're operating in 2 different worlds.
Yeah, 100%. It's definitely a big time change for me. I try not to look too much into it, right? Since I haven't really had much of that throughout my career, right? I just try to be the same person, try to stay even killed throughout my whole process. But I really appreciate all the resources that I do have now, right? Being able to go back and look at certain things and fix certain things and swings and stuff like that. So it's actually pretty big.
You go from batting ninth and you open it to in the third spot. What was sort of the message from Coach Volk? Indirectly the message with that move.
It wasn't nothing crazy, right? Skip was just like, hey, I'm not putting you here to hit for power, right? I'm putting you here to be the same guy, right? Just touch the baseball, put baseballs in play. Just stay within your process and just keep being you, right? So, yes, sir.
Did you expect in the opening weekend that most of the games would be hitting in the Harvey order for a team that made the World Series last year?
Not at all. Not at all, right? I was expecting to play my role maybe in the 9-hole. If I got moved up to lead off for the 2-hole spot, then I would have been like, cool. But 3-hole definitely wasn't on my bingo sheet.
What's that feeling like? Maybe not in the moment, in the weekend, you're going from one game to the next, but like, all right, you're on a flight back, whatever. Like, this realization, like, yeah, you're now starting out, like, again, I realize I spent time in the Southeast, so I get, like, yeah, you're now starting outfielder for a team who just played in the World Series and has that expectation.
Yeah.
When you were dealing with and bussing around,
Yeah.
parts of the SWAC, it's just a little different, right?
Yeah, it is. It was definitely surreal, for sure. I get back in the airport. You have a couple fans that was like DMing me and things like that, and so it's like you just try to soak in the moment as much as you can. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it was more so like I was happy for myself or proud of myself more so it was what I did for my family. Right, I'm a huge family guy, and so I was just like, I'm pretty sure my mom and my dad, they're proud of me, and so that's really like uplifted my spirits more than anything.
Were they able to make the trip out there?
They were, yes sir.
What was that reception like after Friday night specifically?
Really, it was really cool. We went out to eat. They had a bunch of Beaver fans around, and like we got welcomed by the community, so it was like amazing. But when I'm out there on the field and you got about 4,000, 5,000 people out there, right, and the first time you see your family, you in the outfield, and they right there behind you, it's pretty cool to see.
And how did you handle those nerves in the heat of the moment?
I wouldn't really say it was nerves, right? I'm an older guy, right? I've been around for a while, so I didn't really feel nervous in a sense. I felt more welcomed than anything.
From Sunday, you get a good look at the pitches, especially Morris on Monday for a freshman to do what he did in a big spot like that. Just what was that like to see?
Boogie been on one since he's been back since the preseason or for the preseason. So what Boogie really did or what Trey did didn't really surprise me. He had a great tempo. He works very fast. He made people uncomfortable, right? So I wasn't surprised by what he did on Monday.
How do you get the Boogie nickname?
Ooh, I don't know. It was his nickname that he came here with, so we just rolled with it. Yeah.
Anything else? Thanks, man.